Hey everyone, welcome to Cat Fiction. I'm your host Subhankar, and today we are going to look into the origins of the Wizards of Middle-earth. We love wizards. Wait, no, rephrasing. We love magic, and fantasy works are known, apart from many other things, for the depth of their magic systems and also the design of their magical elements. Often wizards, mages are associated with magic, but there is more to the Wizards of Middle-earth than just magic. You know Gandalf. Shall not pass! You know Saruman. But today we are not going to dig deep into Gandalf or Saruman's history because that would be so long, but rather into how the wizards came into the being at the first place. And I bet you don't know that, do you? Well, you will after watching this video. I have previously explained in brief about the origin of the universe and Middle-earth in my video about the dwarves. Link should appear on your screen now. Check out the origin of the chapter of the video. But long story short, Eru Ilúvatar, who is the god of this universe, created the Ainur, and the 15 great Ainur were sent to Middle-earth after its creation to give it shape. These are called the Valar. Maiar are lesser Ainur who were sent as spirits to help the Valar in the shaping of Arda. Each of the Maiar is associated with one or more particular Vala. The wizards appeared in TA 1000. So this is the calendar notation for Middle-earth, which means 1000 years after the Third Age. The Third Age began with the fall of Sauron and the loss of the One Ring by Isildur. This is a brief description of the known ages of Arda. The First Age, which began with the awakening of man in Hildorian, lasted for about 587 years. The Second Age lasted for 3441 years, and the Third Age lasted for 3021 years. Manwë, leader of the Ainur and king of the Valar and Arda, learned that Sauron indeed had not perished, and his shadow was rising again in the dark forest beyond the Misty Mountains. After the calamitous consequences of their interference in the affairs of the children of Ilúvatar, the Valar never took to leading them and vowed to never use force against elves and men. Thus Manwë consulted Eru and then summoned the Council of Valar and concluded to send 3 messengers or emissaries to Middle-earth to protect the free people, who are the elves, men and dwarves, and reassure them that the Valar had not forgotten them. Only 2 Maiar came upon the call of the council. Gurumo, also known as Gurunir and Saruman, was sent by Aul, and Morinehtar, also known as Alatar, was sent by Orome. Manwë summoned Olorin, who is also known as Gandalf, and Manwë asked Olorin if he would go as a third messenger. Olorin claimed that he was too weak and that he feared Sauron. However, Manwë said that that was all the more the reason to go, and that he commanded Olorin to go as a third messenger. Yavanna begged Gurumo to take Eyvindil, also known as Radagast, and Aladar took Romestamo, Palando, as a friend. The wizards were known as Istari, which is a Quenya word, whose Sindarin translation is Ithrin. The 5 known wizards that were sent by the Valar are known as the Heren Istarion, also the Order of Wizards. The wizards were forbidden to dominate the free people of Middle-earth or to match Sauron's power with power, but they were in fact to guide and move the free people and prevent them from falling under the darkness of Sauron. Thus, we have the 5 wizards. Gurumo, the chief of the order and the most powerful, later came to be known as Saruman by men and Gurunir in the Elvish language, both of which meaning man of skill. Also known as a white wizard, but after being enslaved by the evil power of Sauron, he became the many-colored wizard. Saruman, or rather his human form, was killed by Grima Wormtongue following the Battle of Bywater. Olorin, whose name derives from the Quenya word Olori, which means dreams, as he dwelt often in the forests of Lorien. The men of the north called him Gandalf, which meant wand elf. He was also known as Mithrandir by the elves, meaning grey wanderer. Iwendil, meaning friend of birds, was later known as Radagast. In the language of the west, which is called Adunaic, Radagast means tender of beasts. Also known as a brown wizard, he eventually took up his abode in the south of Greenwood the Great, which later came to be known as Mirkwood. Alatar and Palando were also called Morinethar and Ramestamo respectively. Morinethar meaning Darkness Slayer and Ramestamo meaning East Helper. Also known as the Blue Wizards, little is known about them and their fates are unknown, but it is speculated that they may have founded a few magical cults in the East. I hope that you have learned some new stuff about your favorite wizards. So thank you for watching this video. Drop a like, leave a comment, and you know the subscribe button. So hit it. See you soon.